Once you have the data set file downloaded, which is a zipped file, and you have that unpacked, you're going to start working on today's activity. So the exercises are at the end of the book, and I haven't decided exactly which ones I'm going to use, but I'm going to use at least some of them so that way I know for sure you know how to do this. But I'm going to give you an idea how this works. Make sure when you go into the data sets, by the way, you pick the ones for Access, because those are the ones we're working on today. There are two other formats, Oracle and SQL Server. We're using Access today, so make sure you open that one. And when you do, also make sure you open up the correct one. When I first opened this, I opened up Colonial Venture Tours, which was the wrong exercises. The first one start off here with the TAL distributors. So once you double click and open this up, you're going to notice that this looks kind of like Excel, kind of like Word, kind of like a lot of other things that you've probably seen before. Access is a relatively easy database application to use. In my opinion, it's one of the simpler ones. So well, let's go ahead and take a look at how this application works. You got your home, database tools, etc. There's some sorting and filtering functions that are here. If you wanted to build a database, you could do this also, but fortunately for you, this is all done for you. So in order to get into this, notice there's customer, item, order line, orders, there's reps. And when you click on these, you know nothing seems to happen. So what you have to do is you have to double click, and then once you do, all the information comes up. So this first question here in the book says list the names of customers that have a credit limit of $7,500 or less. So you could scroll over here and take a look and be like $7,500 or less. Okay, so that one's a no. That one's a no. That one's a no. But that's a waste of time. Just use the filter. So you're going to go in the filter, and you're going to take and just exclude these two categories here, 10,000, 15,000. Bam! Now you have a list of all the customers that have that, and then you could copy and paste those into a document if you wanted to for an answer. But I'm not going to ask you to be that specific. Once you're done, you can also go and remove those filters too, just by clicking select all, and then all your data comes back. A lot of times when you do have a filter, by the way, if you did have something like, let's say, blanks, we'll do it that. When you do have a filter, once you close out of that, it's going to ask you if you want to change. In that case, that's a no. So that's question number one. Question number two, list the order numbers for orders placed by customer number 586 on 10/15. So when you take a look at this, we've got customer number 586, and you got this little plus here. So if you click on this, then you'll see the two orders that were done there. And then if you go in a little bit further, it tells you precisely what item was ordered. And the book is asking you, it just wants to have the order numbers, it doesn't want to have specifically what it is. But the next question, number three, does list the item number, description, and on-hand value for each item. That one's a little more specific. So for here, you'll have to go to the actual item, and let's just say hypothetically it's this NL89. When you go to the item and double click on it, you have to take a look for NL89, and in this case this is a wood block set, 62 pieces, 119 bucks. Kind of expensive for a wood block set, but you know, it is what it is. So that's how you're going to go through and do these and navigate around. After you do the exercises for TAL distributors, I'll probably give you one or two questions from each one. It probably sounds fair. From the TAL, Colonial, and Solmaris. That's how you pronounce that, I believe. So once you get done with those, I'll have you paste that information into Canvas, and it shouldn't be an issue. If it is, let me know.